Mic check one, mic check two. We are live streaming right now. Hello and welcome to everyone out there who tuned in to watch USASA Nationals 2026 Snowboard Group 5 Halfpipe Championships today going down here. MC Pump calling it as I see it, which is usually the way that we do it around these parts. Be a beautiful day as always in Colorado. It's a different day. It's been pretty flat lighting, and you can see that for yourselves. If you've been out there riding a little bit icy at the top, that softens up when you get to the bottom. I actually checked out the pipe today as well. They did a great job with the pipe, and I believe in the manicuring of the team put together from copper to the volunteers, parents, and staff, coaches coming in, grooming, and giving us a nice advantage for today's start. The wind kicking in a little bit. The world of snowboarding, the halfpipe, where competitions became a signature event. The halfpipe itself, what you're looking at, that U-shaped course designed for riders to perform tricks, became a key feature of competitive snowboarding, with events showcasing this and others increasingly complex maneuvers such as spins, flips, and grabs. So one of the most significant milestones for snowboarding halfpipe competitions was its inclusion in the Winter Olympics in 1998, where snowboarding halfpipe debuted in Japan. Over the years, events and competitions have grown to offer athletes more than just physical competition. They serve as platforms to display creativity, technical skill, and progression in the sport. USASA Nationals Championships. There's a snowboard week, and we always, and every week, and everything we do at USASA, pump in core values. Respect. Snowboard places a high value on respecting one another as athletes, the snowboarding community, and the environment, as well as innovation, safety, and passion. So the sport thrives on the passion of the community. All of us involved have been fans of not only the sport, but people who have come through, and we give back to this grassroots association and thank all of the others who have. Shout out to our sponsors and all of those involved in helping a lot of these kids see the dream come true. Also, some of the athletes who show up, Taylor Gold showing up yesterday, going around and doing some things with the kids, as well as Shannon Downing's book signing is going to be happening later on, so you guys might want to check that out. It's going to be pretty exciting, as well as a couple of others. We've got Chase Blackwell hanging out and sharing some good times with parents and kids, as all of us do, a grassroots thing. So welcome to USASA Snowboard Week Championships. This week, athletes will compete across 6 disciplines spread out across the mountain, showcasing everything they've worked on all season. It's a full week of progression, competition, camaraderie, and moments you won't forget, so take it all in. Ride hard, support each other, and be present. When it's your turn to drop, trust your training and go for it. We're stoked that you're all here, and our hats are off to all the competitors, parents, and family members, volunteers, and coaches. Shout out to Columbia, the official outerwear partner of USASA, Urevo, the official wellness and recovery partner, USPA, the official online academy partner, Vendor Village representing the academy partners, Vermont Academy at Mount Snow, Stratton Mountain School, Carrabassett Valley Academy, and Killington Mountain School. Also Sun and Ski Sport, Cardo Systems, always on group comms, and Jobo Eyewear, Donick Snowboards, Banger Park, Nidecker. Today's competition finals is going to be 3 and done. So these guys are going to be giving it their all, and we'll be looking forward to it, as well as looking forward to the silent auction coming up. A lot of amazing items to bid on this week during the USASA silent auction. It begins Wednesday, April Fool's Day, but it's not an April Fool's Day trick, and not one that you want to miss. The silent auction will include exciting trip destinations, 2 athletes' kits from the 2026 Olympic Games, courtesy of the U.S. Ski and Snowboard team, as well as signed Snow League vest by athletes and Sean White, and signed snowboard from Craig McMorris and camp at Woodward. So a lot of good things on there. Just go ahead and check the app. Everything that's happening around here is on the app, so join us and the fun. We've got our social media status. You can always tag us. We are USASA with that hashtag, or at USASA Snow. Check out our YouTube and our social media standings and tag us in yours as well so we can share in your experiences here at USASA Nationals Championships. We're ready to go in about, let's see here, in about a minute. So I'll give you guys a break from me talking, and we'll let them set up for the start of Group 5 USASA National Snowboard Superpipe Championships for 2026.
Thanks for all that information. What a knowledge of information you
try
are.
This one. There you go. Like that. Yeah, don't cut that part.
Okay. Thanks for all that info, Pump. Everyone at home got that?
They got that. They got it. They always say, you don't sound like you. What do I sound like? It was, right? They should put it up on like a Jumbotron or something. I do not need this. Oh, you want to come in? I'll just slide down. Try to get me, huh? Give me this, and this, and this, and this, and this, and then poachers. That looks like, well, let's see whose style it is. It looks like, oh, that method, yeah, it looks like gold. It looks like a Nidecker hoodie. Yeah, that's a Nidecker hoodie. Taylor Gold up in there, pirate. Oh, hey, Maite. Coming in, starting off the competition. Yeah, the Forerunner representing. Now we can have a competition. Taylor Gold coming in swiftly. Hey, Chase, you gonna let him do that? Blackwell, what's going on, man? You just gonna let him? What the heck? You can't hide out, buddy. You're supposed to come in the booth later anyway. Go ahead, man. What's up? What are you doing, brother? What are you doing? What are we doing? Yeah. All right, I think the judges are ready. The start is ready. The kids are ready. The coaches are ready. Are you guys ready out there for the comp? The crowd is ready. I believe we're ready to get started. Locked and loaded with our first rider. Okay. Dropping in Goofy on course, bib number 1095, Duke Decker. Duke Decker coming to us from the Aspen Snowmass Series on course. Getting a nice flat light going in right there. Going to get a little amplitude, nice meth right there. Grab, steezed out. A lot of these guys, 22-foot pipe. I've explained it before, but I'll say it again. Do not have it in their state. Nowhere around. Some people have tow ropes. So coming here and experiencing the things at USASA, we'll see a lot of things going on, but it's all about creativity. Oh, and progression. These guys having to progress right away when they get here and compete at this super pipe. That's Duke Decker, bib number 1095, finishing off with that first run and starting us off with the Snowboard Breaker boys today. We're going to head back up top, and we're going to go with bib number 1145, Declan Carr from the Southern Vermont Series. On course, lookers right. The wind dying down, the flat light settling in. Looks like we've had a lot of summer days here, or spring, should I say. Oh, nice 5 coming off that wall right there. Getting in the rotation. Going to go for a lot of grabs and rotations, and that's really what you're supposed to do in the pipe. This is exhibiting their skills and talents, and sometimes you can have a plan, sometimes you don't. You just go with it. A lot of these kids are just going with it, like we see there. Declan Carr, 11:45, finishing off his run nicely from the Southern Vermont Series. They're going to be doing 3, so that's 1, done for 11:45. Bib number 1185 getting locked and loaded. Yeah, Reagan from the New Hampshire series. He's got two famous names, but you got to be around in the 80s to know how to understand him. He's got that type of style. You guys, I don't want to call anyone out, probably from the 80s, you know. Mick Jagger and Ronald Reagan. It's a mixture. So, on course, bib number 1185 from the New Hampshire series. Jagger, Reagan, on course. Getting out of the coping on that one, losing some speed through the transition, but going to try to pump his way through to the short side. Coming back with a little tail grab, going to dust that board off and come back with a nice steeze for the judges on that amplitude right there. It looked like he got more comfortable towards the end. The New Hampshire Series rider representing for USASA National Snowboard Breaker Boys, Group 5, getting his first run in. Oh, he said something about push something. The grant, we have a grant that we've been working on and we've been doing, and it's been pretty exciting. We also did a ride-along for the Cody's Legacy grant, which recognizes an athlete who embodies leadership, teamwork, kindness, and the joy for life. The qualities that define Cody on course. We have qualities that define Colin O'Brien on course. He's getting a lot of amplitude, gonna get a lot of grabs in, and then he's got some surprises for us at the end. Nice going for the grab there. Bib number 1103 on course from the Southern Vermont Series. Trying to get a clean run in for his first run. Next up, back up top. Okay. Okay. So, yes, the grant helps to offset essential costs such as entry fees, travel, lodging, and other expenses required to compete at Nationals USASA. So shout out to that grant for the 19-year-old Cody. Dropping in on course, bib number 1183, Ollie Beeman from the Mount Hood Series on course for USASA Nationals Breaker Boys. Get that out of here. All right, back up and ready to go for us. Okay, I need to get this here together. This thing is just too much. Dropping in on course, Cruz Rodriguez, bib number 1016 from the Rocky Mountain Series on course. And in the air, the Martian getting a nice rotation on both, going switch right there. Coming back with a nice 5. Going to add to that. So we're just going to tick it down as it goes. Oh, nice floaty rotation right there. The flat 3 going to end it with a meth. Give it up for the Rocky Mountain Series, Cruz Rodriguez. Like I saw like one. Back up top, dropping in on course, the regular rider, bib number 1187, Jackson Kroll from the Southern Vermont Series. On course. Jackson up there getting a lot of amplitude. I believe that's the cameraman up there for USASA. You can always go to Smug Mug and check out your photos from last year, this year, and previous years. I believe that's where everyone's getting their photos from. Jackson Kroll able to get in a lot of good ones right there from the Southern Vermont Series. Bib number 1187. Where did that thing at? There we go. There we go. Turn that up. Dropping in on course, bib number 1135. Johnny Fiends from the Rocky Mountain Series on course. Lookers left, going to get a little amplitude right there, going for the grab, sticking with it. That was a lot of amplitude right there for that first hit. So going for the grab nose on the straight air, going to do a rotation. Nice 5 coming back around for the meth. Nicely put together. Looks like practice. Going back to back right there. Double up the rotation, different ways, finishing it off. Going to do it for Johnny. Oh, I can't feel my feet. Okay. All right, we're going to head back up top. Bib number 1027. Gray Everson from the Aspen Snowmass Series joining us here for the Snowboard Breaker Boys Final Superpipe Championships on course. Couple of straight airs going for the grab right there, changing it up. Once they get comfortable down through the middle, the light showing up as well, so able to see his way through. Smurf crew came through, put some lines out. That's how flat it was, lighting, but doing pretty good. These guys having fun with it, getting some amplitude and grabs in right there. Going to finish it off with a nose grab, or, yeah, that's going to do it for bib number 1027, Gray Everson. This one. Remember the opportunity to come to the Athlete Lounge at 6 p.m. for Lexi Bullis, U.S. Snowboard Racing Team, and panel will lead an informative discussion. Beyond Nationals, the pathway to elite snowboard racing. On course, Saxton Beal. Bib number 1039 from the Aspen Snowmass Series going down right there. Just another day in the park, going to have some fun out there and just throw together anything. I mean, why not? It's a beautiful pipe. Woodward at Copper and the staff here at Copper Mountain, knowing it's an athlete's mountain, has come through as always and supplying us with facilities that really help us to accommodate the people here that want to achieve more, not only with the sport but in life. Jaden Park on course, bib number 1200 from the Southern California Series. Where's this thing at? No, man, come on. There we go, some control of that thing. There we go. Yeah. Whoa, holding it together right there. Loving the pan. Shout out to Columbia hooking us up the staff here at USASA with some Omnitech gear, really awesome, used to the colors. And this year I was like, don't bring your own camo. They always have the colors. I'm going to go camo. This year they came with camo. And I barely have anything to match, but I'm really happy. You know, I don't look like Ski Patrol. They had me out there gang banging. Y'all know, man. They had me red. They had me blue. Bishop Blakely on course from the Southern Vermont Series. 1177 is the hashtag for his bib. On course. Snowboard Breaker Boys first round for Group 5 here at the Halfpipe USASA Nationals 2026 Championships. Bib number 1177 as this day, as you look up into the sky, what I like about Colorado is it does change. You don't know what to wear, but you know, bring it all. But it's always deceiving too. So it looks like it's cold and everything, but it's not. It's really nice weather. There's just no sunlight, you know, and that flat light, you see his lenses can kind of change things up, and then it pops out suddenly and lights up the pipe, and you're like, wait a minute, where was that 2 seconds ago? So just a quick note, when you move to Colorado, you become a weatherman. I'd sit up there and just wait. No, wait. Those clouds are still moving. We are going to go back up top for the Rocky Mountain Series. Bib number 1137 on course. Rylan Palatti, the Rocky Mountain Series representa. Going for a few grabs right away. There's that sun popping out again. As we said, it can change the conditions just like that. Looking for the speed, but I think the visual, you ever see a lion on TV and you're like, oh, that's just a nice little cat, you know, probably hold him. But then you see him in real life and you're like, that's huge. I didn't know hyenas were so big. Same thing with this half pipe. It's huge. You don't know it's that big until you get into it and you're like, wait a minute, I'm jumping off of a 2-story building and they want me to go another story. So if you can get above the flags, you'd be about 3 stories high, just to give you a perspective. And then you look at the kids' sizes. These aren't adults. These are kids. So they're doing a great job getting up to the top. Even if you can get up to the coping, you're doing a great job. If you can come down this pipe without falling, you're doing a great job. So shout out to all these kids and competitors who may have different levels of what they're doing and what they're capable of putting out there. But just to be able to do it, to be here, is great, you know, but to be able to get out there and do it is even better. So shout out to all these athletes. Hats off to you. We're ready. We are ready for the Upper Midwest Snow Series representative, bib number 1154, dropping in on course, Ollie Christopherson, the Goofy Rider. Nice method. From the cross to the meth. Hearing it from the crowd. Going to get the rotation in. Throwing in a nice 5. Coming back to get things into perspective. Oh, nicely done. Right and away with it. Got his rotations in. Got his grabs in. Shout out to him for that. Great job with his first run. Getting out of there on his feet. They only have 3, so 1, 2. It's nice to get your first one done, and you don't have the pressure of the second. You can get out there and do a lot more fun things, but I've been talking about everyone but the staff and volunteers and event staff handle the logistics of organizing snowboard events, such as setting up the course, coordinating with athletes, ensuring the safety of the competitors and spectators, and managing schedules. Also up top, if you can't see off to the right, we have medical and safety. The medical are on site for emergencies and work closely with us, as well as the volunteers. If you look up top and keep looking up top, you'll see our next rider, bib number 1008. Ready to drop in on course, Henry Hickman. Henry representing the Rocky Mountain Series. The Rocky Mountain Series are a privileged series as well as Aspen and some of the other Colorado series because of the 3 half pipes that they have here, but the facilities for all these mountains alone, they don't have to have a half pipe. You have a lot of mountain ranges here from Keystone Resort to Breckenridge Resort, Aspen Snowmass, Copper Mountain. I mean, there's just so much to offer. Winter Park, and we can keep going, but they also have 3 super pipes. As such, they can practice on these. So when you see these other riders that aren't from Colorado representing and out there riding, you got to know that they're doing something that these other guys from Colorado do every day. So I give it up to them a little bit more than my home team. But my home team will be pushing the envelope, as they always do. If you don't bring your A game, they will try to sweep the podium. All right, they're ready to drop in on course. Lookers right, bib number 1008, Henry Hickman, on course for the Rocky Mountain Series. Look at that, son. Look at that. Wow. Beautiful scene here in Colorado as he grabs the meth and then gets in the rotation. The pipe lit up. Oh, holding on. Oh, but could not hold on all the way. Good thing he has 3 runs, and this is only 1, so Double H Henry Hickman, bib number 1008, will scrap that one and throw it away. There is bib number 1143. You got a visual up there. Juno Favreau dropping in on course for the North Tahoe Series. Look at that amplitude hitting that first one. Oh, my goodness, almost landing flat. Nice grab right there. Going to come into his momentum spot right there with the rotation and the grab. Come back doing it again, a little sketch, but he's going to clean that up for the second and then get around for that nice rotation. Adding in a straight air. So nice run right there by Juno. The amplitude is what he's looking for every run. Changed it up a little bit from practice and what he's going to do later, but definitely getting his grabs in right now. He does have rotation. His 3s and his 5s are on point, but we didn't get to see that much this time. You'll see it the next time. Juno Favreau from the North Tahoe Series, bib number 1143, representing with that first run. We're going to head back up top, bib number 1155. Elijah Stroker from the Rocky Mountain Series. It's all right. I'll set you up better next time. Elijah, maximum on them chests. Pan the air there. Getting the rotation in, capping out somewhat. Nice front 3, getting mute with it. Going to come back with a nice sev. Oh, okay, I thought that was going to fly, but no. Oh, getting the grab as well. Hello. Welcome to my world. Elijah Stroker representing right there with a couple of sevs. Nice floaty style. Getting out there with the amplitude as well from the start. That's going to put him in a nice place. Bib number 1155. Yep. Mm-hmm. There is no precise definition of an extreme port, and the origin of the term is unclear, but it gained popularity back in the 1990s. That's why I always call everything 1990. I got my own trick, 1990. It's a hand spin, hand plant. It's pretty dope. Bib number 1140 dropping in on course. Jordan E. Bright has brought out the sunshine and the light to brighten up this pipe as well. There's something in a name. You know, something in a name. Nice, getting it around. He's going to stay with that amplitude. He is not going to speed check. He's going to get the rotation. He's going to ride it out, which is good. There's nothing wrong with that, man. Nice big air meth, front three, cab three, the South Tahoe Series rider represented right there. 1140, man. Snowboard breaker boys breaking through this sunlight and breaking through the pipe and the competition for USASA Nationals 2026. Activities categorized by media as extreme sports differ from traditional sports due to the higher number of, uncontrollable variables. As we've seen the weather changing, that's uncontrollable. Things keep happening, and it really does change the condition of the course as well. So these environmental variabilities are frequently weather and terrain related. Wind, snow, sun, water, this mountain. Because these natural phenomenons cannot be controlled, they affect the outcome of the given activity of these guys and their tricks on course right now. For the snowboard breaker boys, we got Chewy Chewbacca out there. Stark on course from the upper Midwest Snow Series. Chewy actually broke a board earlier in practice, and so he's on his second board. The enthusiasm is there, getting a nice grab in the rotation as well. Oh, nice switch alley-oop right there. Oh, I thought my papers were flying. For Chewbacca, bringing it back to the Star Wars days, huh? If only. How many Star Wars are there? Jeez. You would think with creativity, people would be like, no, I'm gonna make my own movie, and it's not gonna be called Star Wars. Bib number 1080, drop it in on course. Grayson Petroska from the Southern Vermont Series, looking for all the amplitude. That's right. It's in your face, the meth. Coming around with a nice rotation right there. Going to come back with another. Nope. Yep, another. And that's just setting it up for this one here. Going to ride away with it. 335, call him. Area code. Or divide it, multiply it. And make it into his number. Bib number 1080. Grayson Petroska from the Southern Vermont Series, representing here at Snowboard Breaker Boys and Snowboard Week with Snowboard Group 5 at the Halfpipe. That's the first run for all of the Snowboard Breaker boys at this finals. They're going to get 3, so they'll be back for another run. 2 more, actually. We're going to take a break as the judges deliberate and get everything else set up. Don't forget about the USASA merchandise store. It's open from 9:30 to 5:30 daily. You guys know where it's at. 10% of all merchandise sales goes directly to support USASA scholarships. So go invest in that. It helps these guys to be able to get into the competition and pay for a lot of other things that we have going on. This that you're looking at now, Snowboard Youth Men, our first rider, bib number 1037, Charlie Theobald from the Big Mountain West Series, coming in clean for the 2026 USASA Nationals Super Pipe Championships, going for the nice hand plat. If he grabs that and spins with it, Snowboard Youth Men Finals underway. They're going to have 3 and done runs. Charles going to keep it mellow. Bib number 292. Iaria on course. Chuck Iaria He's got one of those names. It's spelled a certain way, but you say it a different way. The Upper Midwest Snow Series on course. And their riders here to represent, getting some amplitude there and going to continue to do so, adding in a few grabs. And then later getting to the, look like a nice nose grab there. Going for the tail. And then going to probably start off a rotation series here shortly after picking up speed and bumping through the transition. Going for it, opening up. Oh! As the light flattens out. Nice, nice. Okay, so you got this like this. As I was saying before, 10% of all merchandise sales goes directly to support USASA scholarships for you, the athletes. The goal to remove the barriers for what you love to do, and that is the focus. So consider contributing today. QR codes are in the lobby. Now that everything you give goes to the best cause on the planet, and that is the athletes. Goofy Rider dropping in on course right now and gracing us with their presence. Bib number 1033, Rylan Olson from the Big Mountain West Series on course for snowboard youth men. Nice tail grab right there, adding it in with the rotation. Nice front three, coming back, getting a tail like the amplitude right there, going for the nose as well, getting out of the coping, going to come back with a nice rotation. As you know, he is a goofy rider, so sometimes he's got to get it back to his perspective, which he does right there as he rides out with confidence. Give it up, give it up, give it up for bib number 1033 from the Big Mountain West Series, Rylan Olson. Get rid of this, get rid of this, get rid of this. There. There's always opportunities to volunteer at events like this, and I think there are some opportunities that are coming up soon, either tomorrow, today, and the next day, for people to be able to volunteer. And as you volunteer, I believe they compliment you with a pass or other things. Unofficially, I can't say what they're going to do, but I would say definitely get in touch with them down there so you can assist in some of the volunteer things that are available. On course right now, we have Jake Einfield, bib number 1026, on course from the Rocky Mountain Series. Nice tail grab right there. Nice smooth, floaty surf style. Rotation, getting the grab in, delayed, coming back. Switch shifty. Kind of how I did the music right there, right? That's going to do it for his first run. Snowboard, youth men, Group 5, Super Pipe. Shout out to the sponsors, Columbia, the official outerwear partner of USASA, Yarevo, the official wellness recovery, USPA, the official online academy partner, Sun and Ski Sports, Cardo Systems, Joe Bowl Eyewear, Donick Snowboards, Banger Park, Nidecker Snowboards, and Butters. If you want to be a sponsor, man, check it out. It's a great thing to give back to. USASA Nationals, a grassroots association, and the people here are a part of it not only as athletes but family members. Some have grown up in USASA, others have kids in it, and some are directors or have their own series, others volunteers, staff members, some riders coming back, participating as judges and announcers and camera people and everything. So it's a good cause to give back to, because here at USA SA 2026, our theme this year, all about the kids. So think about that when you're thinking about becoming a sponsor or giving or contributing to USASA. On course, Gavin McCuster from the Upper Midwest Snow Series, bib number 1166, on course. Keeping it fresh by throwing out something stale and then going with a straight air, looking for more amplitude for that tail grab. Trying, maybe get through this transition and get a little, there it is. looking for the rotation. Cabbing out right there, going for it. The Upper Midwest Snow representative, you can see that the speed, the sugar in the bowl, kind of slowed him up a little bit, or maybe his heel edge, but he'll come back, make the adjustments, and he has 2 more runs to see what he's going to do for that Upper Midwest Snow team. USASA plethora, or a slew of series, as bib number 1173 drops in on course, Carl Clavins from the Southern Vermont Series. Carl with a K. Clavins with a K. Going for the grab right there, as I was saying before. USASA over 32 series, from the Adirondack to the Aspen to Big Alaska, Big Mountain West, Catskills Mountain Series, Central Oregon, Grand Canyon, Great Lakes, Inland Northwest, Maine Mountain, Mid-Atlantic, Midwest Best, Mount Hood, New Hampshire's, North Tahoe, North Vermont, Rocky Mountain, Snow, Ohio, Southeastern, Southern New England, South Lake Tahoe, Southern California, Southern Vermont, Southwest Colorado, Southwest Free Ride, the Unbound Series, Upper Midwest Snow, and the Western New York Series. So you put it together, all of these people coming here and supporting what USAA is about, and that's goals and core values. Nice amplitude right there, getting stale with it. Going to come back with a meth out of the coping on both hits and coming with a third as well. Nice grab right there. Oh, he's teasing out. Comfortable in the pipe. You can kind of tell some of these guys. Oh, wow. Which series? Big Mountain West. Yeah. Wait, am I wrong? Yeah. Those numbers, I don't know. I'll double check. Okay, so yeah. Calvin Bordy. Okay. Big Mountain West, Calvin Bordy. That's what I was listening for. I don't know. Well, I was thinking he was going to say, does this shit make my people want to? I couldn't tell, so I skipped it, yeah. No. Looks like judges deliberating there. So we're going to take a little break. Shannon Dunn Downing. You guys seen the book? She's going to be signing it. Pioneering Snowboarding, Carving Olympic History, and Inspiring Generations. You guys got to check it out on Amazon or holler at her. She's here. You can get the book and you can actually get it signed. She's going to be doing autograph signings later as well. So where snowboarding competitions take place each year, major snowboarding competitions, including half-pipe events like this one, are held all over the world. But which ones are the signature ones? Which ones are the ones to die for? I mean, it's extreme sports, right? I think that's kind of the theme that goes with it. Or is that really what it means to be extreme? Bib number 974 dropping in on course. Keelan Gorley on course from the Big Mountain West Series. It's a family affair. Going for the truck, going to come back and pump his way through, looking for that speed towards the second part of this run. Poking now really good right there, going for the grab, but maybe kind of just going through the muscle memory of what he's going to do when he gets back up top the next couple of times. The regular rider, bib number 974, Keelan Gorley, finishing off his first run from the Big Mountain West Series. Looks like he wanted to get the grab in on that alley-oop as he finished off, but I'm pretty sure his big airs or his air is going to come out. It's going to pander out. Is that how you say it? Pander out, since we're in Colorado and they do gold panning and stuff like that. I think it'll pander out. We'll sift through it. We'll find the gold nuggets, you know, the stuff that's good. We throw the rest away. Winter X Games, Aspen, Colorado. One of the most significant events in snowboarding, including the halfpipe competition, which takes place annually in Aspen, and some of the others that are deceased. Burton U.S. Open, held annually, used to be in Vail, Colorado, which featured a lot of great athletes and fun times. The Dew Tour itself, another prestigious snowboarding competition. The Olympics, and here at USASA Nationals 2026, we've got Caden Gorley on course from the Big Mountain West Series, a family affair, bib number 1057. Oh, the wind pushing it in. We've been having some spring days here in Copper for the last 4 or 5 days, but nice rotation and grab right there. But it seems that these clouds are coming in to give us some snow maybe in the next couple of days, maybe tomorrow. And the next day, change the consistency of the things that are going on. Another celebrity guest appearance by Lexi Bullis, the U.S. Snowboard Racing Team and panel Beyond Nationals, the pathway to elite snowboarding. She got second, I think it was. Did she get second yesterday? I believe she did. And broke up the family affair of the Kazuka family. Another great story there. Their sister getting a silver over in Japan. On course right now at Copper Mountain, Gunnar Lichtensteiger from the Southern Vermont Series, bib number 1131, on course. Nice method, getting the amplitude out like that. He's going to keep his all the way through if he could just ride through the transition right there, going for the tail grab, coming back with a rotation. And that kind of just took all of the momentum out. So maybe he's going to think about that on the next one and save the rotation for, the end. Gunnar Lichtensteiger from the Southern Vermont Series finishing off his first run. So, tail math. Shout out to our series directors, Emily Ireland, Jason and Heather Crawford, Jason Cook, Josh Gans, Harmony Hirsch, Joel Nadel, Kim Raymer, Bob Basil, Adam Brown, Josh Nelson, Scott Sawyer, Greg Flowers, Jeff Vag, Stephen and Grace Bird, Heidi and Matthew O'Grady, Kyle Beach, Dana and Brian Wilson, Joshua Nicolaisen, Simon Askell, Abby Parker, Paul Krahulik, Jody Profit, Andy Steffen. Hold on, dropping in on course. Goofy is my man, Donovan Muska from the Southern Vermont Series. Wait. Yeah, that's right. Hair to fakie. Yep. What's my favorite? Hawk and flip. Oh! Donovan Muska from the Southern Vermont Series. Bib number 53. Having fun out there. Nice back lip. But that is not the run we talked about. So we'll see. A little bit of adjustments. I think the wind coming in and the light, the flat light, yeah, we got some room for adjustments. I mean, yeah. He's going to look. Jonas in here hanging out, one of the judges on the panel. Maybe I'll say a couple of things with him and see what he thinks about that last run. But currently. That's the other that he didn't do. Isn't that crazy? Put that together. You're going to put that together. That's like Mozart. You guys listen to Mozart or Bach? Bach's probably the best at it, at putting stuff together, you know? Wait, this thing does not work right there. What is going on? Come on, man. Come on. Nah, you can't even. That's the one we were looking for earlier from Whitaker Miller, throwing that front 9. Look at the amplitude right there coming back into the end of his run with that rotation. Give it up for bib number 1011 from the Aspen Snowmass Series, Whitaker Miller. I think that was. This thing is getting on my nerves. No. Okay, you good with that? I'm good with that. All right, here we go. Back to the top. The fun is not done. We are Snowboard Youth Men USASA Nationals Finals. They're going to do 3 runs. You saw 2 great. Here comes another. Bib number 1,000, Henry Bonang. Going huge right there from the start from the Southern Vermont Series. Going to have fun with a nice backside 5 coming into lots of amplitude and sticking the grab. Getting cab out. And Crippler to end it. Henry Bonang. Bonang coming in with a nice top flight trip through the pipe of the Southern Vermont Series representative at Snowboard Youth. That's the final rider for that group as we switch back up to Breaker Boys. See what they have for their second run. What? What? Tribe. What? You got some donuts? I've been eating healthy. I shouldn't be asking for donuts, huh? I think Matty does in his backpack. Matty Jennings up here hanging out, making sure everything's right, plush, and we have what we need. One of the best in the game, a few of the best in the game. Got Ben Hugo in here as well, Jonas. Probably better not call out everyone in here, but nice panel. USASA always coming together with a great crew of people that's able to facilitate events like this. World-class halfpipe competition underway. USASA Nationals. Not too many mountains with 22-foot pipes and other states, Colorado with 3. So representing here at Copper Mountain, the Athletes Mountain, which also does Dew Tour and Grand Prix, Rev Tour, all of which I've been a part of. But the funnest for me, even more than the Dew Tour or the X Games, is always going to be USASA Nationals. These guys grow to achieve so much in life. Back up top, Duke Decker on course from the Aspen Snowmass Series, bib number 1035, the Goofy Rider, 1095, excuse me, the Goofy Rider, starting us off with Snowboard Breaker Boys' second run here at USASA Nationals Championships. Getting a nice rotation in there for the 3, back 3 coming back with another one and staying on his feet. There it is. Give it up for bib number 1095, Duke Decker. Okay, get rid of that. That's done. Get rid of this. Get rid of this. Get rid of this. For many riders qualifying for USASA Nationals at Copper Mountain, it isn't just a competition. It's more of a milestone, I believe. You're getting past a lot of different things. It represents long days on snow, early lifts, cold mornings, big dreams. Takes grit to go all in for something you love. So shout out to all these competitors that were able to make it and be a part of USASA Nationals. Snowboard Breaker Boys, 11:45, ready to get in on course. Declan Man, messing with me there. Declan Carr. You know, sometimes I get tongue-tied. Somebody count how many words I say a day out there. Southern Vermont Series on course. Right. That does, you call that. I went from Duke Decker to Declan Carr. Yeah, that's a little bit of tongue twist. All right, dropping in on course bib number 1185, Yaga Regan. On course from the New Hampshire Series. The Jagger getting amplitude right there and coming back for the nose grab and throwing in a rotation midway down through his run, staying on his feet and trying to keep the momentum. Pumping back into the short wall, going to go for the grab even as he finishes up his second run. Jagger, Mick Yaga, Ronald Reagan, the New Hampshire Series. I should call him Mr. 85. Bib number 1103, locked and loaded, ready to drop in on course. Colin O'Brien from the Southern Vermont Series on course. Colin going for the stale fish right out the gate and using the amplitude and those great skills to get out of the pipe for it. Coming back in, going to get a couple of straight airs, go for the tail grab. Things start off a rotation series right here at the bottom of the pipe for the judges. Going to finish it off nicely. So cleaning up his run somewhat from the first run and making it a point to represent the Southern Vermont Series in the best way he can. Colin O'Brien closing the door on that second run for the Snowboard Breaker Boys. A lot of families in here. You might hear me say a couple of names twice, but it's because it's a family affair. Family roles in snowboarding play a crucial role in development of young snowboarders and skiers alike because of the supportive environment. How many family members have to deal with kids flying home or driving home crying? I didn't do the best I could. I just fell. And, you know, it's an emotional trip as well as getting up early and training sessions and competition. I mean, shout out to the parents who deal with all the logistics of getting these kids here. On course right now, bib number 1183. Ollie Beeman from the Mount Hood Series. On course. And let's not forget about the financial support, because this is not a cheap sport. Snowboarding is expensive, and families often provide the necessary financial resources for equipment, travel, and competition fees. So you may hear that often, like, man, can we get these fees cheaper? Can we do this? Can we do that? Why? Because it really does affect the way that some of these people can make it to competitions or be a part of it. The Mount Hood Series supplying Ollie Beeman with what he needed to be here, as well as his family, for Snowboard Breaker Boys USASA Nationals 2026 Group 5 Snowboarding Week Halfpipe Competition Championships. How many coaches do we have sitting down here, bottom of the pipe? Any coaches out there? They're all up top? That's how you check, right? Right? Some slope judges here. How did slopestyle finish before us? They're not doing 3 runs. Bib number 1016 is, though, Cruz Rodriguez on course for the Rocky Mountain Series. Nice air right there. Going for the switchback 5. Going in for a what? Didn't I tell you? I told you earlier, Jonas. I saw him do it. So up in the ante from his first run and changing it up a little bit, adding a more difficulty, is going to put a lot of pressure on the rest of the riders as they come through. You want to be comfortable, but as I said before, these Rocky Mountain Series, they're kind of spoiled. They're here. They have half pipes. Some of these other guys coming in from Minnesota, they do not have half pipes. So I think at this point, these guys getting comfortable from the Rocky Mountain Series not only are going to push themselves and each other, but they're going to push these other athletes to elevate their game. Bib number 1187 on course, regular rider Jackson Kroll from the Southern Vermont Series on course, going for the truck from the beginning and going to go with a nice meth and probably keep it consistent with his first run, adding a little bit here and there as far as amplitude and holding on to the grabs and his speed, maintaining that speed. So on course, Jackson Kroll, bib number 1187. A lot of stees right there towards the end as well, having fun. Number 1 goal when you come here USASA or when you strap up and hit a mountain, hiking, ski, snowboarding, whatever you're doing, should be for fun. And these guys definitely having that. What was I doing? Bib number 1135, back up top, Johnny Fiends from the Rocky Mountain Series, ready to grace us with his presence. Hashtag 1135 on course. Getting amplitude. They're really pumping through that first and second hit. Nice rotation right there, coming back around, swinging the arms to get that full-on 5, and then going for the meth. Coming back with the rotation, going for the grab, getting comfortable, and going to come in. A lot of pop right there, going for that grab, comfortable. So definitely got the run down, dusting it off right there, and then just going to finish it off with another rotation. So upping the ante again, all of these riders coming through in practice. They cleaned up from practice. That first run is cleaned up, so the second run doing really good right there with, well, hello. Doing really good with that run. Johnny, second run and done as we get ready for Gray Everson from the Aspen Snowmass Series. trying to get them to bring us up some batteries if someone could. That'd be great. Where am I at? Bring that back down. All right, check. On course, bib number 1027, Gray Everson from the Aspen Snowman Series with his second run here at USASA Nationals Snowboard Championships at the Halfpipe for the Snowboard Breaker boys. Getting a nice nose right there, coming in with the tail, balancing everything out. And that's going to do it for his second run. Hearing it from the crowd. No luck. All right, bib number 1039, dropping in on course, Saxton Beal from the Aspen Snowman Series. Any relation to Jessica Biel? I got a smile out of you. Yeah, that's right. Having a little bit of trouble right there. Ooh, I almost hurt you. These papers get to flying around, they'll go through a tree. With me? Let me see. Second run. Jaden Park on course for the Southern California Series, bib number 1200. You can let people know again about the decks that you guys are giving away and everything, and they come down there and how to get in touch with Donna, because a lot of times you guys are last on stage and everything. So let them know where to go for that stuff with Donna, and that'd be good. But you have to do it in between this rider and the next two, so we got to 13. So we'll be able to call at least 2 of those. Right? Yep. All right, that was Jaden Park from the Southern California Series. Welcome. We got a visitor from Donick Snowboards, one of our favorite and longtime sponsors here representing. What do you got to say? Come hang out with me. Come kick it for a little bit. We've got some time.
Thanks, MC Pump. Yeah, Donick Snowboards is right down there in the Vendors Village. You can go down. It's free to demo a board, and anybody who demos a snowboard is going to be in the chance to win one of our 4 snowboards that we're giving away at the end of Nationals. It'd be great to go to Donick.com to see what all of the models are, and we would love to help you guys get in a hard boot setup. If you've never done that before, it is totally free. Try something new. See you at the Donick tent, everyone.
Yeah? Donick, huh?
Yeah, Donick Snowboards. We've been around since 1987. Started as a high school project in the boss's parents' garage. So pretty cool little local story.
Well, what about your story? You have a story as well. We go back. Everyone here, we are all old, man. We're all old school friends. So back in the day, let them know about you. You used to do some things. I don't like putting you guys on blast, and be like, you remember when you did this? But, it'd be nice as far as snowboard history and stuff like that. You gave them a little intro on some of the history of the things you've had and you've done with the sport itself.
Well, as a Canadian, I was 2014 Winter Olympian in the halfpipe, and I have spent many, many hours in this particular halfpipe, riding everything from NORAMs to Grand Prix, which is also known as a World Cup in this pipe, with great legends, Kelly Clark, Gretchen Bleiler, some amazing American riders I got to be in here with. But hey, let's turn our attention to this guy dropping in.
Dropping in right now is going to be 1177 Bishop Blackley from the Southern Vermont Series on course. I know I could make so many. Not leaving it alone. MC Pump, leaving it alone.
No, but it's great to see everyone
You know?
still in this half pipe supporting.
You said a couple of names too, and it's. I remember I saw one of the girls competing the other day, and she had kind of the Kelly Clark style. But then I remember one of the first person that talked to me hiking half pipes was Gretchen Blyler. And she was going past me, and I'm like, dang, Gretchen is like that. You know, and then here came Kiera, and I'm like, oh, man. Kiera waited for me, though. You know, the next trip, she was like, yeah, Pump, if you want to come and eat some lunch, you can come hang out. My mom said you can come eat lunch with us. So, yeah, it's more than just the competition, you know, and the camaraderie. It's friendships and stuff like that. So
Definitely.
being able to come and give back. Why don't you give back with this next rider that we have dropping in on course? Bib number 1137. You want to do some calls with me? From the Rocky Mountain Series, Rylan Pilati.
Oh, yeah.
On course.
Ryan Platty coming into the half pipe, into the front side wall, getting above the lip, getting that nose grab in, carrying momentum, backside hit, dealing nicely with a little bit of bumps through the bottom. Edging is looking really good. Taking it to the top of the lip, getting his grabs in. Oh, coming in for a front side 3, just missing the end of the rotation, but still looking good. And we got a crowd down here who's cheering
nice.
for him. Oh, was that a
Yes.
hand plant? Nice
Yes.
job.
So what do you think about the condition of the pipe? You spend a lot of time here. What is it that these people standing here may not know, or the people watching online that don't know about these conditions changing, how the wind just picked up right there and the flat light just came in? What are the athletes dealing with, and what do you think the condition of this pipe is in?
I mean, this pipe, like the shape of it looks amazing. Copper has done a great job at maintaining and building this half pipe. But when you're in it riding, definitely when you come above that coping, the wind can be a factor. You can feel that against your face. This rider here, who's this rider?
Bib number 1154 coming in on course, Ollie Christofferson.
Yeah,
from the Upper Midwest Snow Series.
Oh, yeah, Upper Midwest Snow Series coming in at the front side 5, managing again with those little bit of bumps to the middle. That blue dye on there, I'm sure, is helping Ollie see where that transition is. In the flat light, it can get quite tricky to know when it's coming up on you. Oh, yeah, was that, was that Cab 5 coming out, ending up?
Yep. And you mentioned something else that's very important. The crew up top, we have the girls up top. We have Amy and Jessica and Kasha and those ladies. And as we scoped out the pipe this morning, one of the things that they came down and they said was, you know what, we're going to have to smurf it out, you know, the flat light and everything. And so right away from the beginning of every competition, everyone is really hands-on with getting this course the way it needs to be to make it safe for everyone to compete. And that's one of the biggest things you could do, is be safe and see your landing and see where you're going.
Hey, Pump, I don't know if you realize this, but I got a girlfriend that's in the slipping crew for Copper Mountain, and she said that they did a whole day of training on how to slip this pipe properly. So, you know, they really care about these conditions. You know, they dye it out so that the riders can see what's going on, and that's everything. You know, that's for safety's sake, number one, to make sure that they can see what's going on. And look at how beautiful that is. You can see, you know, what are they, every 15 feet or something?
Yeah.
You think those lines are?
And I like the way you put all those peas together. You pop those peas real good.
I tried to. Okay, rider on course dropping into their front side wall.
One ready to get in on the fun. Bib number 1008.
Getting nice
on
and
course.
above the lip. Yeah,
Henry
both sides.
Hickman.
I really like how he's picking up that board and just popping it right into his hands. You know, he's not leaning down to it. He's like picking up his feet and like, rah, got that grab.
Yeah. Another person, you know, people come to mind, Louis Vito, right?
Oh, yeah.
He was always saying that, dude, you got to pop. You
that's a
gotta
little
pop.
shifty.
You know, so he's got it. Rocky Mountain Series rider coming in for his second run, Double H, Henry Hickman, bib number 1008.
I'm pretty partial to his pants, too, because I pretty much am rocking the same color pants.
Right. He's got the stees. I mean, his style threaded all the way through. That color just lights up the pipe so well, especially on these flat light days.
Oh, it's always good to have, you know, some pants that pop so you can really
Spirited.
see how far it is above that coping,
like
too.
Spirited.
That first hit, man, he got some good air on it. And we were talking about the wind conditions there. He probably could feel that wind on it. If those of you who are looking at the live feed or from the bottom, you can see that first Columbia flag giving a little wave to the side. Hey. Yeah, you can
And how
feel
much
a bit
do
of
you
that
think
push.
the kids weigh? How far do you think the wind can push a kid in the air?
That
weighs the weight of these kids.
Yeah, well, and breaker boys like 13 to 14, like it can be a really big varying size from rider to rider. Like you got some guys that haven't quite sprouted up yet, and then you got some guys that have already hit that tall point. So I think the weight between these riders can vary quite a bit. But I'd say some of them might be like maybe. I'd say between 110 to maybe 125, 30 pounds.
Dropping in on course, the regular rider, bib number 1143, Fabro, the Amplitude Blaster.
I like that little tweak at the end, coming into a front three, getting the grab in.
Yeah.
Cab wall. Oh, nice height on both of those threes.
Yeah, he's a
That's
blaster.
good to see. Oh, nice front five.
He's from North Tahoe series.
Getting the grab.
He's comfortable. He's a surfer, probably.
Oh, yeah, right? Back-to-back fives. I'm sure they do lots of board sports over there.
Oh, saved it for last.
Really like that stale fish.
That was nice. He could have did it at the beginning, but saving it for last is good.
Yeah, I like the whole momentum that carried down the pipe. That was good to see.
It's a style, and back to the style, right?
Yes.
So you guys are rocking this color orange. What is this? Is it because of the color or the way that it makes you feel, or what was the vibe behind that color? The reason being because that same color, when I did X Games, I did the X Squad. And I remember they were like, yeah, Pump, what do you want to wear? What do you guys think? And I said, man, I want a one-piece. So they were like, you're going to be cool, huh? You want a black one-piece? I'm like, no. It has to be bright. I want you to see me from far.
That's right.
And so they brought out these orange one-pieces, and I was like, perfect. And they put me on a mountain far away just to see if they could still see me. And I was like, can you see me? They're like, yeah, dude, we can still see you. It's obnoxious,
Well, we chose orange because it's nice and bright. They can see that we're Donic snowboards and, see that we started in 1987 and things like that. But also for safety's sake. Oh, we got this rider on course.
Not just a rider. We got Elijah Stroker on course from the Rocky Mountain Series.
Cow, I love
That's
that
what I'm
tweak.
talking
That
about.
was beautiful.
Amplitude, baby.
Coming in the backside five, nice and smooth.
He's probably going to get silent on us. No,
coming into 7.
Nice.
Yes. Let's see, carrying momentum for the 7 to 7.
Looked like he wanted to go mute with it, but really?
Tail tweak.
I like it.
That was a good run. I really like how he was like, that was a good run. I'm going to take it to the bottom. We're not going to try and push it too much. I really like that.
Loved it. I think these guys they listen sometimes, and I was like, I was up top talking and hanging out. And they know my favorite tricks, man. Rockets and. He's like, you pump. I'm gonna do a crippler for you, man.
Well,
that's bust out some stale fish.
Sometimes when you're a coach at the top and you're looking at that rider coming into the last hit and they're deciding to do it, you just want to press the abort button. Like at the Olympics, there were a couple of riders there, like the Melville Ives, where you could have been like, that would have been a great run. Just where's the abort button? Don't hit that last hit.
You ever hit something and you didn't go in planning on hitting it, but your body or just the muscle memory was taking you somewhere else, and then you make it and you're like, oh. You're scared?
Yeah.
But then you're like happy, like, I did it. I'm not going to do it again, but wow.
Yeah. I mean, that's when it pays off in the end. And that's when it's good. But I love the crowd that's down here, all these parents.
Hey, Chase.
Supporting.
Come on.
And we got riders dropping in.
Yeah. We've got visitors all over this mountain, but this is the excitement right here. Snowboard Breaker Boys Championships, Jordan E. Bright on course.
Oh,
Missed
wow.
the big air
that
from
was
the
a good
South Tahoe
save.
Series.
Knocked the coping and gets back to his feet.
Yeah, he's all these guys mass up on them chests in. Them might get up loud. And
gosh.
Just barely catching a heel edge right there.
I like that momentum, though. That was good. You got some good cheers right from the bottom. Getting the hand
These guys
planted.
are stoked. Everyone's pumped to be
stoked. My run's not done yet. I'm going to give it some more.
Yeah.
Where's that rider from?
I think that's a Tahoe guy for sure. Yep, South Tahoe.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got the California kids in there.
Well, Pump, I'm going to get back down to the Donic 10. Again,
that works.
Anybody who gets on a Donic and demos, you're going to be put in the draw to win one of 4 Martin snowboards. So we really would like to see you guys down there.
Yeah, we enjoy you guys' company and presence.
Oh, rider on
course.
We got
another rider on course right now.
Coming in backside
hit. That's going to be
hit.
bib number 1110. That's Chewy. Chewbacca.
Gets the
Stark
front
out there
five
from
in.
the upper Midwest snow.
Oh, coping tap.
Yeah.
That was
he's out there.
different.
He's going to have some fun.
Front three. Hold it together, bud. Get that.
Oh, he's going to alley-oop.
Switch alley-oop.
He's going to alley-oop. Definitely.
Switch alley-oop 3.
He's got one more run. So he's going to clean it up a little bit more. So he's getting more comfortable with it. We got one more rider, Grayson Petroska, up at top, locked and loaded from the Southern Vermont Series. He's getting ready to.
Adam Petroska's son?
Yes. Yes.
Oh.
World
champion.
Yeah.
Oh.
Family affair.
Right?
It's a
He's
family
got it in the
affair.
blood.
Yeah.
He's got some genes in him to go to really let's get going. Get on the podium.
Do you have any family members you're going to be donating to us in the future?
If we see snow, then possibly.
Okay, there we go.
Yes, I got a 5-year-old.
All right.
And he likes surfing right now.
Right.
And, yeah, but I definitely want to get him on a snowboard.
Well, thank you.
It'd be great to get him to the USASA series because they do a great job at putting together events and really supporting the community and the parents and pulling us all together.
Yeah. So we'll be looking forward to that, and we'll be looking forward to the great things that you guys at Donick Snowboard is doing. Like I said, the kids love your boards. They've been around for a long time. You guys have a personal relationship with everybody. So we appreciate you coming up here to the booth to hang out with your boy, MC Pump, dropping in on course. Bib number 1080, Grayson Petroska, on course from the Southern Vermont Series for the Snowboard Breaker Boys.
Nice tail grab coming in, backside air, gets the flick, managing through the bumps. Once again, that middle of the pipe doesn't look amazingly smooth. Front three, was that cap three? Cap three, front five. Yep, cheering. That is a good run coming down on his feet. He's got one more run to clean up the middle of the pipe there, which I believe he can do. So that's exciting. But conditions are looking pretty good today. Just that little bit of cloud cover is keeping the snow faster than yesterday. That rider's left wall isn't melting out as fast, which is great for these riders. Oh, here we are. Here comes the Copper Slip Crew. This is what I was talking about. Eyes up top. See how these guys make a great flying V. They know exactly where they're going. Trying to get it, smooth out those bumps in the middle. Copper does a great job at maintaining some good conditions for these riders. And I am personally secretly hoping that they'll let us ride it after the boys are done competing, because these conditions look amazing. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Slip Crew. You guys are doing an amazing job. That looks great. Very nice pressure, holding it down through the pipe. We got snowboarder in the red jacket doing some standing sideways.
Ready to keep going, right? Okay, let's go. All right, let me get you in. There we go. Trade you out.
All right, thank you guys.
Katie, good job. When you get married, you have to change the date. Let's see. Mic check, see how you are. You know you be soft spoken all the time.
Oh, we're live.
Are we live? Did they
Yeah,
drop
live.
somebody? You never know. We never know. We're up here adjusting. We made some adjustments. We thought that it would be a blessing. It always is a blessing. Not even a thought if we got some of the future, past, and present energy of snowboarding itself into the booth. As you've already seen with Donick Snowboards, and I've told you Shannon Dunn is on site, we have another visitor up here in the booth. Want the introduction? Huh?
Sure,
Or you
yeah,
want to
yeah.
introduce yourself? You know, I'll ramp you up, but we're friends,
All right,
man.
all right. Yeah, made it. Happy to be here in the booth. My name is Chase Blackwell.
Chase
2026
Blackwell.
Winter Olympian for halfpipe, and this is my home.
This is the home?
halfpipe right here. So figured I'd stop by USASA Nationals where it all kind of began. So here watching the boys throw down, good style, good grabs, and that's what I've been seeing all day long. Just like this guy right here.
What was the motivation? Why did you get into this halfpipe?
I just loved it, man.
Three.
Just
don't.
being here and hanging out with all my friends, having a good halfpipe here at Copper year in, year out, and just doing it for the love.
Yeah. Were you able, did it like motivate you to do other things? Or, you know, when I got into snowboarding and everything, it like kept me out of a lot of trouble. I was like into all kinds of trouble. I could have went all kinds of ways, but it like really honed me in, you know, and made it to where I could use that energy in a good way. What has it done for you in your life, and has it propelled you in any way that, you know, you thought it wouldn't?
Yeah, no, totally. I mean, snowboarding for me was just being able to get outdoors and like have fun with my friends, and that's what it was all about. It kind of took me out of school, and I was able to do some homeschooling and just go snowboard every day, and it doesn't get much better than that. So shout out to all the parents that let their kids go snowboard every day and, you know, go do the academies, go do the whatever team that they need to be on and show up at Copper. That's what it's all about, and that's where it all starts. So big shout out to the parents.
Shout out to you for being up here. Let's have some fun. Let's call some of these guys. I mean, I think when they get back, they don't know you're here yet doing this. So when they go back and look at the live stream, I think they'll really love it. Bib number 1033 dropping in on course, the Goofy Rider, Rylan Olson from the Big Mountain West Series.
Starting it off with a big old frontside air. Nice backside air, kicking it out with a little method style. Beautiful frontside 360. Bringing it around cab with another cab 3. This guy's got some pop and some grabs. That's what we like to see. Solid. Looking clean between the walls. Alley-oop here at the bottom. And maybe one more. Oh, frontside. Like to see it. Like to see it. Frontside alley-oop.
So definitely coming with something different on every hit and really trying to promote that amplitude. But he's got some pop, huh? What'd you think about the pipe? How's the pipe look?
Pipe looks amazing. The pipe here at Copper has been running good all year long. Yeah, been a lot of fun.
Park crew? I mean, you're here often. You've been here. Yeah?
Yeah, so this is my home mountain. When I'm not over in Europe or competing anywhere else, I'm coming here and riding the pipe at Copper because it's one of the best in the country, and it's a beautiful thing when we get to have more contests in it, especially on a good day like today.
So definitely the athlete's mountain, huh? Bib
Oh,
number
yeah.
1026 dropping in on course, Jake Einfield from the Rocky Mountain Series.
Nice little frontside air. Ooh, beautiful
Nasty.
method.
Nasty, right?
Going big, good amplitude, stale fish.
Maybe
Gonna
bust out a...
make his way down into some more tricks maybe here at the bottom. Nice little front 3.
Getting the grab. Oh.
Brings it around cab and wheelies that one out. Nice little slash.
I think he's got a plan. We just, you know, you ever do something like that? I was asking before. Have you ever gone in with a plan and then you start to do that, but something else just mills out, or your muscle rotation or your muscle memory comes in and you end up doing something better, or you surprise yourself, or you change it?
Oh, yeah, all the time. At this last at the last event, I had a struggle. I was struggling in practice, wasn't working out, and then, you know, when the contest came, I just kind of turned off and decided to go for it. And then things work out sometimes like that.
It works out. It's working out for bib number 1166, Gavin McCusser, on course from the Upper Midwest Snow Series. Second run, 2 of 3 runs. Do you say 2 minus 1?
Oh, yeah, always go with the 2 skip.
Always 2 minus 1. What's the future looking like for you? Any plans, any activities and things like that? We're cruising. We're getting there. I'm going to co-do this with TB.
Yeah, so future for me, I mean, we got snow leagues rolling in. That's a big one that has been pushing the sport a lot for us, especially here in halfpipe. So we're going to stick to the snow leagues. Got more World Cups. X Games League is coming. So a lot more contests. But this year we didn't get as much snow as we would have hoped. So maybe next year try to get out on the snowmobile, ride a little bit more POW because had a big, busy half-pipe season this year. Try to go have some fun next year is kind of my goal.
Yeah. We'll get there. Do you think, are you one of the, they want to know, wait, we've got some big names in here. You got to answer it, man. We've got the big names pulling. Maddie wants to know. Chris wants to know, how were the Olympics?
I mean, the Olympics was quite the experience. More than I could have ever imagined, for sure. First off, being over in Italy for the Olympics was just insane. Beautiful ski town over in Livigno. The half pipe was amazing. Conditions were amazing. Everything about the Olympics was like, dude, it was one of the more fun events I've ever been in, and definitely motivated me to keep it rolling, try to go for another 4 years and see you over there in France. That's kind of the goal.
What was the funnest experiences that you had? Was it with other riders and other people in the sport, or was it with the people of the town and doing things that you really wanted to do and seeing some of the sights?
For me, it was really awesome. I had 11 family members make it out for the show. So
that you paid for?
No, maybe a couple, but I had 11 family members make it out, and that was just insanely special. Not all the time. I've had family come up here to nationals or make it to a World Cup here and there, but to have like everyone kind of pull up to the Olympics was, I don't know.
We in this piece.
Yeah, that was what it's all about.
We out here.
Yeah, that was probably my most like special thing that I got to experience, but. On top of that, just like the food, the culture, everybody was so friendly. And, I mean, the event itself was probably one of the most progressive half-pipe events we've ever seen. Okay. Just everyone was doing triples and 14s, 16s. Like, it was crazy.
What was the pressure like?
Pressure was there.
Come on.
Everyone needed to land a run, and I think, honestly, everyone landed one of their best runs they've ever done.
Wow.
I think I did myself.
Wow.
And then the rest of the team pretty much was like, everyone's landing the best runs they've ever done, and that's what you want, and that's what that's how you push the sport and how you push this generation right here. This guy looking like he's going to drop in with some speed for a big old frontsider on the first hit.
I think that's Calvin Bordy from the Big Mountain West series.
You,
Calvin. 10-13.
Boosting.
Yeah. Did you cry when you were there? Did you have one of those moments?
Yeah, I definitely had a couple of those
ladies
moments.
Love it, man. They love you. You're passionate. You're so passionate.
I had a couple of those moments, especially.
One solemn tear.
Yeah. Yeah, seeing my sister pull up right before I went and competed was super special.
Yeah, why so? Tell us about that, because here at USASA we've been talking about families and sibling rivalry and, camaraderie and all these different things. What was it that your sister showing up really brought out of you?
Dude, I don't know. It just kind of caught me by surprise, and it was just one of those moments. So you never know when you're going to get that. But and it's just, the Olympics is a lifelong journey. It starts out here, and you don't know if you're going to get there or not. So for me, it really was a lifelong journey, and to pull up and put one down, that's kind of what it's all about.
Yeah. All right. Well, before we call the rest of this, because they do got a little bit more time, what would you tell the kids, the parents, the people that are listening on live stream, USASA, potential people, whatever, past, present, future, what would you say?
It's just all about having fun. For me, it is like we're so lucky to be out here doing the sports that we love, in the mountains, in the snow, and just truly just have fun with it. Because the second you take it too serious and it becomes a job, it takes the fun out of it. So for all the kids and all the parents, just keep it fun, keep it light. Like, we're all extremely lucky to be able to do what we get to do and just share it with everybody. So
there you go. The best advice you could ever get from the Olympian. Any shout outs? How can everybody get in touch with you? What's your handles?
Yeah. Chasing Snow on everything, pretty much.
Pretty much. Put that on everything.
Yeah, so Chasing Snow on Instagram, on Twitter, TikTok, follow me there. And then, I mean, just, yeah, shout out to everybody here riding today. Everyone's ripping, and it is so fun to watch. So might stick around and call a few more. But
yeah, I've got like 4 riders I'm going to let you call. You know,
yeah,
I wanted
rock
to
on.
really wait till that moment until you can have some fun with it. So I think they'd really get a kick out of hearing you do that. And as you can see, it's going to be fun for you as well.
Heck yeah.
Snowboard Youth Men is always fun. These guys throwing it down here at USASA Nationals 2026 in the half pipe. We're going to continue with this championship today, and we're dropping in bib number 1131. On course, Gunnar Lichtensteiger.
All right, Gunnar starting things off looking smooth up top, kicking out a beautiful method on the backside wall. Nice little stale fish. Keeping his speed beautifully. Clean little front 3 at the bottom. Pulling it around cab, and yeah, nice solid run, big and clean. That's what we like to see.
Mm-hmm. He changed it up a little bit, but sticking with that meth, that tail, and cabbing off at the end is pretty much the skill level, the progression of where he is with things right now. But I know that these next couple of guys, like you said, that pushing, you said the pressure. I was studying this thing. My new thing is books. I don't know where it came from because I didn't like books in school, but I was reading this old book about balloons, and the thing that caught my eye was pressure. The inside of the balloon has to match the pressure on the outside of the balloon.
Okay.
And I said, isn't that how we are as people?
Yeah.
The inside of the pressure has to match the pressure receiving on the outside.
For sure.
And right now, these guys are receiving pressure from the next 3 riders. They're pressuring each other.
Yeah,
you know?
they're receiving the outside pressure, so they gotta, dial it in within. And
Dial it in from within.
Yeah, that's where it all comes from. It's it's the
I heard you
onto
say
this
that.
next run, and yeah.
I heard you say you were out there, and yeah, there's pressure. Yeah, there's pressure from your own team and from other teams, yourself, but then you just look down inside and you just make it do what it do.
Yeah, you just got to match it. You just got to match whether the pressure's coming from the outside. You just
there you go. That was
match
my
it.
key.
Yeah.
You got to match the pressure from what? From what's inside.
Hell yeah.
So that's what we're going to see. We're going to see what these guys are made of. Judges deliberating, almost finished. It's about circumstance. Activities categorized by media as extreme sports. This is the difference between traditional sports and extreme sports. The conditions around make for it. Yeah, any given Sunday, any given Monday or Tuesday. What you mean? He's got this. We got this. Watch. How much? We talking pizza? We talking what we talking, baby? Unofficial. Everybody. What happened to those days? Didn't they used to bring up pizza and donuts and lunches and stuff? Oh, yes. Okay, dropping in on course, Donovan Muska from the Southern Vermont Series, bib number 53.
Oh, Donovan with a beautiful air to fakie.
Yes.
Into the hawk and flip, gets that one around.
One
bolts.
of my favorite tricks.
Crippler 7. Oh, no, Crippler holds it at 5.
Oh, yeah, he did.
Kicking it out with a beautiful method.
The amplitude of that method.
Frontside sloth roll.
This, my friend.
And a back lip.
Here it comes.
Wow, that was some creative, very creative run with some big tricks up top.
Yeah, that's
nice and clean. Yeah, wow, that was beautiful. I love the air to fakie, kick things off. Frontside sloth roll. You don't really see that one. So
we talked about
very
it.
Creative.
We talked about it. I was like, I'm going to tell you my favorites. You say what you say. He says, we're going to do them. And I said, oh, yeah, go do it then. Let me see, Don. And he's doing it,
That was
man.
a beautiful run from Don. I was like, I like it. Good style, good
try
style.
Try to spin with the 1990s. So, you do the 1990. Back in the day, they used to do this break dancing, right? And everyone would do either windmills, head spins, or they do the hand spin. Well, the hand spin, you're on your hand, kind of like we do hand plants. When you spin would be called a 1990.
Okay.
And so I said, well, no one's really claimed that on snow, so that's going to be my trick.
Okay.
And so between the sloth and the MC pump is 1990.
So is it only on your hand?
Only on your hand.
The board's got to leave the snow.
It has to leave the snow.
Okay,
so you can do it up on the coping maybe.
Yeah,
I remember falling down in the coping on that thing, man. I couldn't ride for a week. My shoulder was jacked.
Yeah, it's a big super pipe we got here. 22 feet today So yeah, the room for error is not very big, and shout out to all these guys pushing the amplitude, because yeah, you only got a small window to go big, hold your speed, and land right in the right spot. That's what it's all about, and you land not in the right spot, it's not going to be a fun one.
It's going to be a good day.
But these guys. We're here at Nationals, best.
Let's see what Whitaker Miller has to say about that from the Aspen Snowman Series on course, bib number 1011. Call it as you see it.
Big old frontside 9, Mellon looking good. Holds the speed in a backside 5, Weddle.
Yeah.
Frontside 360. See if he get one more.
If he does this crippler. Okay.
Cab
cool.
7 to finish things off. Corner pocket and stomps it.
That's it. Consistent.
Yeah, Whitaker.
Consistent, right? Oh, yeah, he's consistently doing it. That's a great run. Aspen Snowman Series, another series that has the ability and the facilities to actually be able to move forward in things like this. But he's not safe yet. Because this one's going to come in at 10. So it just depends again. Bonang.
Yeah, Henry next.
Okay. Is that going to mess with your live? Good on live stream? No monetization? Oh, okay. Let's do like this. Like you mean the next. Like the next episode.
Dropping in
all right.
hot.
And on
we
course.
Got Henry
Bonang.
method. Frontside 5, Mellon. Looking clean. Good amplitude. Backside 5, Weddle. Perfect. Landing right at the top like you want to.
Whoa.
Frontside 7. Gets that one around clean. Right to the right edge. Cab 3. Good little poke in there.
Crippler. He gangbanging. He gangbanging to the Snoop.
Wow.
I got the Snoop playing. I knew it. I knew he's going to be cripping.
That was a banger.
I knew it.
That was a banger right there.
That was a banger right there. Yeah, he don't know we playing Snoop.
He's probably rocking his own music in his headphones.
The next episode, baby. Try to keep it as low as we can. No monetization. Yeah. All right.
Looks like we got a poacher.
No way. A pirate?
He's poaching. This guy, he ain't competing. So
somebody snaking the pipe.
I think that's an Olympian as well. It looks like it's going to be a Taylor Gold starting it off.
Oh,
with
wow.
Nice
Look at that amplitude, man. All the way to the top of the Columbia flag right there. Huge.
Little slob poke.
The gold, man. Look at Taylor showing off.
Little method.
Oh,
Stale
my
fish.
goodness.
Let's see some tricks. Where's this Michael Chuck?
Oh, my goodness.
We want to make
Here
twist.
Here it comes right here.
Come on, hit us with a slash.
That's it. Yeah.
Nice
what
work, Taylor.
Amplitude right there, boy. That's what I'm talking about. Top level. He went up to the third story.
The king of style. That guy knows how to grab his snowboard and ride the transitions like a freaking boss.
He has the ability to, like, just pause there. It's like we don't push it on pause. He's just like, and then come back.
Yeah.
You're like, okay. Where'd you get that from?
Flowing like the Capistrano, they say.
Yeah. Michael Jordan used to do that, right? Just that pause. He'd be like, man, how long you going to be up there?
Yeah, that's how he got that logo.
You know, Jumpman. That might be Taylor Gold's new logo.
GG Jumpman.
We're going to make him a gold logo with him just like the Jumpman. The difference between regular sports and extreme sports, man.
Yeah, that's what it's all about.
You know?
All right, third run. Here we go with the Breaker boys.
Yep. Hey.
Nice, clean little frontside air. Get things going.
Ride the pipe every
into
day.
The backside air. Frontside 360.
That's Duke Decker out there, the goofy rider.
Brings that a one-round cab.
Yeah, bib number
gets the frontside 5, holds on to it. Pumping for speed. And he's back up there with a tail grab at the top of the lip. Finish things off with a little method, and hey, we got a run. Nice run, Duke.
Nice run. Bib number 1095, man. That's his third one for the Snowboard Breaker boys. Pretty hard to be the first one to go.
Yeah, it's a tough one. You got to set the stage for the rest of the competition. I mean, you want to go out swinging right off the bat, so yeah, it's always tough to drop first.
They were asking. They said, do you go for it the first run, or you play it safe and go for it the second run? Which would you do?
Yeah, I mean, these guys got 3 runs today, so having 3 runs, they've mostly all put down one. So at this point, they're going for the win.
That's it. Declan Carr on course, bib number 1145 from the Southern Vermont Series. And this, like you said, his third and done. So let's see what he's got.
Getting into some tricks down here at the bottom. Front side 5, gets that one around clean. Little tail grab. One last hit. Beautiful stale fish.
Yeah.
Another
That's
land
how you
and
do
run.
it. That's how they're moving. There he is. Come on in and join us. Oh, my bad. I'm going to put him next to you, Chase.
All right, looks like we're going to have a takeover. Pump is out of the booth. We got a new one joining me in the booth. We got Taylor Gold, who you just saw put down a beautiful little straight air lap. Just king of style. He's joining me, so we're going to keep it rolling over here. And, yeah, joined by Taylor.
Let's go, Chase. Bib 1185 dropping in. Coming into his frontside wall. Going for that frontside air. Looking nice and smooth so far. Backside air. Carrying his speed.
He's pumping it up, that's for sure. He's riding those transitions, getting his air time up, getting the amplitude. Beautiful little frontside air with the poke. Oh, no, and just washing out in the lower transition. Hit a little snow snake, just got him, but run 3, I'm pretty sure he put one down already, so he's probably sitting on a score and probably not too worried about it.
Bib 1103 up next. Colin O'Brien from the Southern Vermont Series. Nice stale fish on the first hit. Good style on that. Backing it up with a backside air. Definitely going big on this one.
It's the third run. Go big or go home. That's what it's all about. Winding something up. Frontside 360. Brings that one around cab 3. One more. Frontside 5 to finish it off. Gets that one done clean. Nice one.
Damn, sick run.
How do you think the course is shaping up right now for these guys for this last run?
The pipe is all time right now. Pipe is so good. It's got that perfect amount of softness. You get both walls feel pretty even, which is very rare in half pipe. Usually one gets really soft and one gets really firm, but ideal conditions out here today for all these competitors.
Yeah, it's not super slushy, but nice and fast, but still soft at the same time. It doesn't get much better than that. That's, you know, it's a 1 in a million that you get those days in the half pipe. So for them to get that right now, sun's poking, wind's calm. I mean, right now is perfect time to drop, I would say. So next up, I don't know who we got next, but yeah, the conditions today are looking all time. Got some all time announcers. We took over MC Pump's job. We say, yo, put the mic on us, and we're gonna call these tricks. So. All right, dropping in. 1183. Ollie beaming. Big old backside air on that second hit. All right, holding it together. Nice in the air. See if we get into those frontside 360. Just washes out a little bit, but he stayed up, stayed on his feet, no big crash. Gets away clean, and he's going home safe, so doesn't get much better than that.
All right. Well, since you're in here, what question you got for him? Olympian question. You got an Olympic question for him or something?
So Chase, how are we feeling after the Olympics? Are you still frothing on halfpipe?
Yeah. All right, we got a switch drop coming up. We got Cruz. We got to call this one, then I'll answer your question, Taylor. But we got Cruz coming up. Switch drop is what we're hearing. Current leader, Cruz Rodriguez. Coming in hot. Switchback 5. Brings that one into the cab 7. Lots of speed into the front side 9. Puts that one down clean. You got it, Taylor.
Nice back 5. What are we going to see at the end here? Front 7. Such a smooth, big run. I think that's going to improve on his score. Adding that front 9 at the bottom. Silky smooth from Cruz.
And Cruz goes 3 for 3 on the day. That's a pretty good day. He's feeling it. He's feeling the half pipe. Lands all 3 runs. Doesn't get much better than that. Nice work, Cruz. But, yeah, going back to your question, after this last Olympics, definitely feeling a little bit more motivated. You know, the Japanese army in halfpipe is so strong. So I only think that the U.S. team is building on it, and we're going to bring them the fight. So that's my plan for the next 4 years is keep fighting, keep pushing the sport and progressing myself and try to go for another.
Love to hear it. Bib 1187 dropping in now. We got Jackson Kroll from the Southern Vermont Series.
A lot of kids from the Southern Vermont Series today. I mean, you know, you got one of the best coaches over there at SMS, Ross Powers. So doesn't get much better than Ross Powers, 2002 gold medalist from the Olympics. Ending it off with a beautiful frontside board slide, rock and roll on the coping. Good stee.
One for all the skaters out there. That's nice.
Good stee, good stee. Yeah, I just got back yesterday.
Nice.
Yeah. But I just knew that, like, Eli and Cruz and all those guys were, like, riding pipe today, so I was like, all right, I'll go to pipe.
Yes. Did you take any runs through?
No. Is it good?
Bib number 1135 dropping in on course.
Yeah. Oh, you're good?
Big frontside air. Coming into his backside wall, getting the Japan.
I think we got Johnny Fines with the frontside 5. Going big and a big old method. This is bigger than his first 2 runs. Frontside 3, nice and clean, holding his speed. Cab 3 with the Weddle grab. Johnny looking good with the alley-oop. Puts her down. And a backside 5 to finish things off. Let's go.
Leaving it all out there.
Yeah, Johnny. Ew.
What a run.
Yeah, that was definitely Johnny's best run of the day. Bigger amplitude, added in the backside 5. He's got to be stoked on that. We see Johnny here at the Copper Pipe riding all winter long, and he's putting in the work, and it's paying off today. So love to see it. Nice work.
Pretty big fan of that Louis Vito dangling credential stees as well.
Yeah, he's letting it all hang out there. That's for sure.
That's definitely worth a couple extra points.
Couple years ago, 2 summers ago. He just bought a house, though, a new house in Arizona. Yeah.
Gray Everson in the pipe. Keeping it smooth. Nice frontside air.
Hailing out of Aspen Snowmass. Another great Colorado resort with super fun terrain parks. Beautiful little nose grab right there. Good Steve. And a stale fish finish things off. Maybe one more. Oh, he's not done. He's not done. Front three. He's milking it. I like it. Doesn't want to get out of that thing.
So impressive to see these athletes come out here, people that don't have access to these big 22-foot half pipes all season and just throw down.
What's that like when you got a community that's go for this, like Aspen, Snowmass, Copper Mountain? You know, you're around it, so it's.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of guys. You know, we got Southern Vermont Series, Aspen, Rocky Mountain Series. Like, I mean, people coming from all over the place, but then to be all in one place here at Copper Mountain riding this beautiful 22 that, you know, we do a World Cup in every year, and it's a big, heavy hitting World Cup year after year. Getting these kids in here riding this pipe, like, that's where it all begins. So it's super cool to see them all bring it together here at Copper. We got another rider dropping in now.
Saxton Beal up next, also from the Aspen Snowmass Series. Finding his line top to bottom here, carrying good speed.
He's got that Ben Fergsty, you know, with the arm in the, you know, the back arm high. Good Stee.
The rudder.
The rudder. Oh, that's a new one.
Oh!
That was like a reverse behind the back hand plant layback. Stee, and he put it right back to his feet, but just couldn't hang on to it in the low tranny.
Another family affair, Gabe.
Yeah. Wow, we're just keeping it rolling. This third run, it's right back to the top. Jaden Park, Southern California. Probably a surfer, probably a skateboarder. You can see it. It shows in his boarding, just the way he stands on his snowboard, standing strong.
Dang, getting right over the toe edge. The fundamentals are there. Picking up his speed towards the bottom again here. Looks like he's winding up. Oh, front five.
Oh.
Hangs on to it. Solid run.
Alrighty. Now we got 1177 Bishop Blackley drop in next. Looks like he's going to carry some speed into this first hit. Another one coming out of the Southern Vermont Series. Nice little tail grab on the front side wall. Making his way down here, pumping the transitions, trying to get back up as much speed as he can. Another little tail grab.
What do you think he's going to do when he figures out that you guys were calling his run?
And frontside three to end it off. Nice run from Bishop.
Yeah, they have no idea, but when they get home or they look at the live stream to watch themselves or something, be like, wait a minute, who was just calling my run? Oh! Man, right? Beautiful thing.
Yeah, I mean, that's what it's all about. It's really fun to be back here with Taylor. You know, we both competed in USASA growing up from, you know, a long time ago to now. And just, I mean, the importance of USASA is it's where it all begins. Like, without these first couple competitions for me, showing up to nationals and, you know, doing well for the first time was, like, really first time I thought, like, oh, maybe I could be a pro snowboarder one day. I never really thought about that when I was younger until I was here at nationals, and then I was like, why not? Anybody can do it. So, yeah, that's where it all begins. It's right here.
Maybe that's what Rylan Pilati is looking to do here. Putting
Sick
down a nice
alley-oop.
smooth run, mixing it up with some different types of riding. Alley-oop, got some spins in there, going for the front three at the bottom here. Putting one to his feet.
Third and final.
might try to rip another lap, too.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Let's get it later. And, you know, I don't keep frames. I don't do that to y'all.
All right, sounds like 11.54. Is that what we're at? Either way, we're going in fast to the big old frontside air. Goofy footer. Nice little method.
Ollie Christofferson.
Ollie with a beautiful front five. Into
Upper
the backside
Midwest.
five. Nice. Lincoln combos out here. Frontside three. Comes around for one. Cab five. Wow. We got lots of different directions. Good amplitude. Switch to switch. Blind landing on the cab five. That's a lot of variety in that run. That was a good run from Ollie.
Love the Midwest pipe riders out here. No goggles. Got to respect it.
Yeah. I could not ride this half pipe without goggles, so shout out to No Goggles Steve.
What about tow ropes? Those with tow rope resorts coming here.
Yeah, I mean, the tow rope resort kids, I mean, they got lots of time on snow because their board doesn't leave the snow. So, you know, I come over here, I'm sitting on a chairlift for half the day, so they're building their muscles, they're getting the reps up, and yeah, like I said, they're snowboarding all the time and getting reps up.
Yeah, those guys are so versatile. I've had the pleasure of seeing a good handful of pros from the Midwest riding all kinds of different terrain. They're very adaptable.
They're good rail riders too, huh?
Yeah, lots of good rail riders from the mid. Yeah, I mean, you don't really see the pipe riders coming from the Midwest. So, you know, that was really cool to see. Ollie putting down 3 540s in his run. Yeah, that was awesome.
Like you guys said, the weather. If you're in Minnesota, where are you going to practice this?
Yeah, I mean, I don't even know if the mountains in Minnesota are as long as this half pipe. So, I know the rope toes probably aren't.
Henry Hickam up next from the Rocky Mountain Series. Local boy. Big frontside air. Coming into his backside wall for a little method. Front three. Riding the transition really smoothly. Local boy.
Yeah, he knows what it's all about. Oh, cab five? That was a front five. All right, cab three, front five. Yeah, this is home pipe probably. He knows what's up. He knows how to ride this thing. And nice pink pants. Looks like he's on a Never Summer. So we got good company, you know. Good run from Henry.
What's in a name? Juno Favreau. I mean, some people have names you can just have fun with.
Juno
You know what I'm talking about?
Juno Favreau.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Juno up next. Juno, he's going to go huge.
Juno? You know what I'm going to do, so? See, it sounds real, right? That's my name. You know what I'm going to do?
Yeah. Juno, he's going to throw down a super banger run.
There we go. North Tahoe.
North Tahoe, okay. He might have gotten some snow out of anybody this year. Currently in third place, Juno.
This guy likes going big. He's going to put it up for the crowd.
Looks like we get a little breeze, but he doesn't mind it.
Oh, he's pointing
Dropping
it in.
Nice and fast, Juno. Take it over, TG.
Yes, big backside air. Front three. Nice cab three. Carrying such great speed through this whole pipe. Front five. Super smooth style. Landing nice and high. Oh,
Back
seven. That was sick. Landing switch coming away on his heels.
Does a little Pop-Tart to finish it off. Yeah, I think that's the first back seven we've seen all day. So,
What's the wind have to do with anything?
yeah, the wind is picking up. You can see the flags blowing. We're feeling it in the tent. You know, sometimes, you know, it definitely can affect your run sometimes. It could blow you onto the deck. It could blow you into the flats. It's one to deal with. It looks like right now we got Eli Stroker dropping in super fast. Big old frontside air. Good poke. Coming in hot. Nice backside five. Super clean. Currently in second place. Frontside seven. Tail grab. And couldn't hold on to it right there.
Great riding, though. That frontside air first hit was incredible. Obviously, riding great all day if he's sitting in second place.
Yeah, unfortunately, Eli just couldn't hang on to the frontside 7. Just might have missed the snap just barely on it. And, we got a wildcat out of the pipe. That one is for the crowd. That's what it's all about.
Salvaging the score on that one. That might be first place now.
Yeah, nice work, Eli. We got the next rider, though, coming in. Jordan Ebright, big old frontside air, coming out of Tahoe. Beautiful little method.
I love that commitment, leaning into that pipe on that backside air.
He's holding his speed, too. He's holding his speed. Pumping right here. Nice frontside air.
Yeah, I get another one.
Just a little slash and a alley-oop. Okay. That was kind of like alley-oop Andrick, but I think he did it on his forearm. So I don't know what we call that.
That's Pat Bridges style.
Shout out Bridges. Looks like we got 2 more in the Breaker boys.
Chewy up next from the Upper Midwest Snow Series. I don't recognize the last name. Do you know?
Who?
Grayson's. Nah. Grayson's dad.
All right, here we go. Chewy broke his board in practice. 3rd and final run. Big old mute slob on the first hit. I saw Taylor do that one a couple, 10 minutes ago. Taking a, big old Pop-Tart. Frontside 360. Chewy, one final hit. Switch alley-oop. 540. Another one, no goggles, coming out of the Midwest. He's got the sunglass Stee.
I know, that was
but, yeah, hucking it. Going for gold on the 3rd and final run with the switch alley-oop 5. Being creative. That's what it's all about. And next up, we got the third and final run for our last rider in the Breaker Boys. Grayson Petroska, and he's going to wrap up the contest for us right here. Here we go.
Saw Grayson dancing at the top before his last run. He's feeling good. Big old frontside air on his first hit. Backside air. Into that frontside tail grab. No speed checks.
Nice.
Big old method.
Beautiful method. Front 3. Cab 3. Final hit, front 5. Gets it down clean. Nice one, Grayson. And a beautiful smile. He's stoked. We're out here. It's national. Family affair. Grayson's dad, I think. Pro snowboarder back in the day. Yeah. So it's awesome to see. Awesome to see Grayson wrap up the Breaker Boys for us. So
yeah, and
that was quite the contest.
Well, it was quite the experience. You guys here for a little while, going to let you go and enjoy your time on the mountain. I'm sure when these kids look back and see that you guys came in and helped announce and everything, they're just going to be so pumped up and thrilled that you guys would take time to do something like that, as I hope everyone else out there is, to see what's going on at USASA and how many people really care about the sport and the people that are involved in it and come back and give back. So shout out to both of my Olympian celebrity friends. As we let them go, we continue the competition. Chase Blackwell and Taylor Gold. Look for them. Ask them for a picture or an autograph and hang out, spend some time. All right, bib number 292 dropping in on course. We've switched it up and went back to snowboard youth men. This is the finals 2026 USASA Nationals Championship over here at the Super Pipe. Blessed to have everyone come through, family members, friends, staff, volunteers. Even Slopestyle finished early enough and came through to hang out. So we're really lucky to have such facilities and a venue that we can traverse across each six different disciplines going for the next couple of weeks and be able to witness the creativity and just the love of the sport. Look at that. That's what I'm talking about. Of the sport from all these athletes. Over here at Halfpipe, these guys having a great time. Too bad you can't see the end of their runs, but they're really coming with it down here at the bottom of the pipe. So that's a good thing to see. You know that they're having fun with it, and they know the importance of being out here and just really enjoying yourself because the time goes so fast as it has for us today. We've gone through the snowboard breaker boys, 13 to 14 years of age for finals, and now we are finishing up, rounding up the snowboard youth men with their finals. A lot of amplitude, a lot of fun, a lot of creativity to come. So stay tuned for the rest of the competition while the judges deliberate and we get something we can listen to. There we go. We're going to listen to that. We're almost done. We're almost done. Like 5. Did you ride up? Oh yeah, we called that. You guys know once you move to the mountains. What's up? What's up? Yes. I like the belt. 10-3-3 on course. It's not the time. It's Rylan Olson from the Big Mountain West Series, the goofy rider coming in for his third and final run. Oh, nice. Staying up on it. The sugar in the bowl, sugar in the pipe. Slowing them down, so after that third hit, if they're doing a speed check, they're probably not going to finish it off. But nicely done here. He knows what he's doing now. He's putting his back into it, weight down, heels down, and going to get maybe another 3 or 4 hits. And that's going to do it for him for the final run of Snowboard Youth Men with Rylan Olson. Bib number 1026, Jake Heinfield on course from the Rocky Mountain Series, dropping in Snowboard Youth. Snowboard Group 5 halfpipe for 2026. The championships is set off. The finals has been banging. Everybody's in here doing their thing. And, yeah, we're having fun with it. Oh, it looked like he made a new move right there. He was going to do something mute. Coming around with a nice 3, changing it up a little bit from that switch sifty. That's going to do it for him, and the Rocky Mountain Series rider, bib number 1026, going to cash that in, and bib number 1166. Did you ride up? That way. Bib number 1166 jumping in on course, Gavin M.C. Custer. You like that? That's how the Europeans call me. They be like, "Oi, McPump," and I'm like, "Nah, man, it's 2 letters, MC." I do them like that. Gavin. That's it. St. Patrick's Day, the only day. Gavin McCusser. The Upper Midwest Snow Series coming in for his final. The sun coming out as well as he opens up to cab that out. He's got a few 3s and 5s and even a nice stale fish in his books. So let's see how he's going to finish off this run today. With a rotation, that's going to do it. You know, sometimes it's just the way that you're feeling. Man, that playlist that I was putting together last night, it didn't even work on the computer, so I had to switch out. And I'm trying to find, like, stuff on here, so finally I'm able to. Yeah, so I think maybe tonight, are you going back to the room? And just kicking it, or are you going to go out, or what do you got planned? Right, because you've been running. I'm thinking I'll go back because I got to go to stage, maybe try to get that music situation, everything situated, so I don't have to deal with it tomorrow. And then we should be good. Nah, you're good. Let me see. Double K. Carl Clavins, 2 Ks, bib number 1173, on course from the Southern Vermont Series. Snowboard Youth Men, bringing us to a close for the Super Pipe. Awards at 4:30, and then again the Rail Jam. Only pipe. Are we? Damn. Gonna do it. Great job. Hands together for Double K, Carl Clavins. Coming to the end of the Snowboard Youth Men Finals. This is the final runs. Yes. Something different. Getting some music. Yeah. Some music has been, it's not competition worthy, but it was no cussing for the most part. All right, we're back up top, locked and loaded. Bib number 1013, Calvin Bordy, ready to drop in on course and caption this ride in the 2026 USASA Super Pipe Championships from the Big Mountain West Series. Don't mess with those because live stream, they'll get upset. Don't mess with those. Yeah, because they do that for their live stream. It'll peak. Good. Oh, going big on course and ready to rip it up for the last run for the Big Mountain West Series, Calvin Bordy. Getting caught up in that sugar trap right there in the middle of the pipe. Going to pump his way through and try to get some more out of it. As a lot of our celebrity coaches make their way for a couple of runs. The Super Pipe is open today till 2. So all of you on the lift or at the bottom, you have about, 5 minutes to skedaddle and get up there? Or they won't even be able to do anything till we're done. So you guys are done. No free ride in the Super Pipe today. Some boogers? What's the worst? Do you tell someone they have booger in their nose? Or their breath stinks? Those are like the hardest things to tell people. But the things that could help you the most. Yeah, I really need to get this deal done. And you got this big booger sitting there. And you're like, man, I had that there all day? Yeah, we took a picture of it too, Or is it your breath stink? And you've been talking all day. You're like, oh, dang, the dragon. Ooh, dragon breath. You're like, man. It's a task. You can't sit next to me all day, man. It's a task.
3 days in a row.
Right. No. That we're late? Because he's here. We're late. Look at them hiking and stuff. We're late. Rear jam. All right. Keelan Gorley on course for the Big Mountain West Series. The regular rider, bib number 974, taking a shot at his last chance out there, trucking it out. They're going to go to a tail midway, keeping his speed. Unlike others, the sun is popping out. He's going to go with a nice straight air, coming back, getting in some rotation, getting mute with it, going to silence himself, and maybe his brother, because his brother is up next. But that's Keelan Gorley. Next up, Caden Gorley from the Big Mountain West Series. Big Mountain West supplying the last 2 riders and going to add a third, looking for some podium status, them as well as the Southern Vermont Series. The only ones to stand in the way of either of those getting a sweep, because they can, will be the Aspen Snowmass Series and the Upper Midwest Snow Series. Only ones going to be able to keep this loaded roster of Southern Vermont Series and Big Mountain West riders from sweeping the podium at this year's Snowboard Youth Men Finals. 10:57 on course. And, of course, since they're brothers, he's goofy. His brother's regular. Caden Gorley with the Big Mountain West Series final run. Lost a lot of the momentum and the light as he came through his run, going for the tail grab, getting out of the coping there with a nice straight air. Going to come back in and go for the grab, but not enough amplitude or pop off of that to get the rotation going for this cork. Is going to make it the last hit. But there's a big smile on that face. Look at that smile. All right? That's what it's about. Gunnar Lichtensteiger. How was Slope today? How was Slope? What you guys had what we had yesterday or something? Oh, on course. Bib number 1131, Gunnar Lichtensteiger from the Southern Vermont Series, taking a cruise lap. Ain't no joke. No, that one, nothing. Nicely done by the Gunner from the Southern Vermont Series. Bib number 1131, wrapping up his run and trying to get us to the end of our competition for the Snowboard Youth Men. 3 more riders, and we guarantee it's going to be an exciting close to this year's USASA National Snowboard Group 5 Halfpipe Championships. Here at Copper Mountain, another big thanks to them and all the things they supply for us, the things that we see and the things that we don't see. We know that they're involved in it. So shout out to them and everything that they do. Where did that sponsorship list go? You feel now. All right. We are ready for Big D. Donovan Mosca dropping in on course for his final run, bib number 53. Changing it up from the air to fakie to the alley-oop, and then, coming down with that air with the MC twist. You get it? McTwist, McDonald's, MC. You know, yeah, that was it. It was pretty cheesy, but, Donovan, man, what a show of talent, creativity, and energy expressed out there, leaving it all out there from the Southern Vermont Series, Donovan. Whitaker Miller had a great run, the last run, the first run, bib number 10-11, really dropping in on course, lookers right, and ready for his final approach with the win, picking up the Aspen Snowman Series representative on course for Snowboard Youth Men. You didn't ever turn it on? Yeah, man. Come on. Well, he's not going to do nothing, but we'll do this one. All right.
Whitaker Miller making his way down, slashing up there on the coping. How we doing today?
What's up, roommate?
Dude, so rad being out here on the ditch.
You know what's crazy is how did you get done at slope style before we did it half?
You know what? We run things twice as fast over there on the old slope than you guys do in the ditch. Who do we have next year? We got
my boy, Henry Bonang, ready to shut this out with a big bang. Bib number 1,000 on course.
Bonang.
Southern Vermont Series. That's what we're talking about. Oh, huge.
Just to the moon.
All the way up past the Columbia flag. Oh, wow. My goodness. Unofficially the leader in height. Unofficially the leader in the competition. But we'll see what happens as we continue with so many experiences here at USASA Nationals Championships. I don't know where to begin. We can end it anywhere, but I think the best place to end it, I'm going to come back for y'all, is out here with these guys. So, Donnie, Don, Bobo, all you guys, I'm going to come over and we'll all get a picture together because that was sick. That was fun. And that's what it's about. Who do we got? I'm taking everybody. Come on, we're going to go over here. We're going to go get one.